Hi everybody, my name is Jacqueline Curry. Welcome to my channel. Who am I, right? Well, I am a Chicagoan. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I am a northern girl from Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to the Bears. Woot, woot. So, I am a licensed clinical mental health therapist. I am also a mother and advocate for a special needs child. I am a public speaker. I am also an author of a book that I wrote about being an advocate for a child of special needs. I want to let everyone know my story. Why do I do what I do? Well, first, aside from being a mother, I am a woman. Aside from being a woman, I'm a Black woman. I grew up with certain values, certain morals, and certain standards of behavior that really held me captive a lot of years in my life, right? Whether I was in school or in church or employment situations, it seemed to come across that I was supposed to display certain types of behaviors at certain times. I realized at some point growing up that I was being held by emotional bondage, right? I was not able to express myself the way I feel like I needed to in order to be and show up as my authentic self. Well, this followed me into my 20s, and at that point in time, I had a child. When I had my child, some unforeseen things happened where he basically had a lot of surgeries and spent a lot of time in the hospital. This went on for years and years. A few years into the hospitalizations and all the back and forth, I got laid off from my job. And I was met with this very difficult decision of, what do I do now? How do I decide between my job and making money and taking care of my child? Well, you know what I decided to do, what a lot of parents do. I decided there was no choosing, right? I was going to choose my kid. And with that, I went through a long period of depression, a lot of resentment about where my life was, decisions that I could and could not make in order to make it better, and a lot of letting go of fantasies that I saw for myself, fantasies that were projected on me by people around me. And I realized at some point, I have to help bring myself to a point where I can cope with this better and then move forward. And once I learned how to do that, I told myself I have to help other people. So around the time that my son was about, I don't know, three years old, I decided to write a book about what I had gone through raising him and being in and out the hospital. Well, this is opportune time for me to get that all out since I was laid off and unjustly laid off. And it was just a horrible time in my life. I chose that time to write. Some people journal and that's how they get out their emotions, but I knew that writing about it and giving that to someone else so that they could use it to better their life at some point and enhance their ability to live a better life was going to be the way I wanted to go. I used my tragedy and turned it into a triumph in that way. I know that it's very hard. Single parents, parents of children with special needs, teachers who work with kids with special needs, anybody in your family who advocates for another family member who may have some special needs. It's very hard to make it through the emotional roller coaster of the day to day. And so, you know what? I want to give my energy to speaking to groups of individuals where they may be helped in some way to get across the bridge of being in one place and making it to another. And that is what I'm here for. I love speaking to groups. I love speaking to individuals about mental health and wellness and how to cope with difficult situations. I want to help people that I serve understand that each day is another opportunity to be a better version of yourself. At this point, my son is thriving. He's doing well. I have a different frame of mind in which I approach each day. I do not allow the tragedies from one day to affect the outcome of the next. And that is what we have to remember. So, you can check me out and find out more on my personal website, www.jacquelineCurry.org. You can check me out on Instagram at JACKEECURR, or you can look me up on Facebook, Jacqueline, JACQUELINE, Curry, CURRIE. I'll see you guys later. Bye.